Okie dokie. There we go. Can we pull the chat up? There we go. Ocean. There we go. Me. Back once again. Throttle to your bottle. Div 2. 100% race. Mystery. Everybody's going to be wondering, where is it we are going to be racing tonight? All I can say is, wouldn't you like to know? Well, for 10 more minutes, we'll keep you waiting, keep you guessing. Hello RVK, how are we doing tonight? Cheers for joining, my friend. Are you, yeah you are, you're here in the lobby. Ah, no, man, you're missing. That's, disappointing, my dude. You've been on for some good races. You good, hoping on a good track. Well, I mean, I only found out the circuit a few hours ago from our good friend Carl and Rio for the Tier 1 commentary team. I'd like to say it's a good one. It's going to offer a lot, I think. It's going to be a good one. Alrighty. So, we are just trying to get the field in right now. We are starting it pretty early because there's a few announcements that we would definitely like to make before you have a feeling on the circuit, but you're not going to say. Ooh. We like it. I mean, you never know. You never know. You could be right. You could be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? I know. But who knows? But yeah, no, a good fair warnings tonight on the readying up front of things. Obviously, no qualifying, going straight into the lobby. 5-minute grace period. Allow everybody to put their setups on. Allow everybody to get situated, do whatever they need to do. If it does happen and we do need to restart, anybody caught doing it after the second restart will be removed from the race. So that's quite a big punishment. Lagbug's better not be coming. I don't believe he is. I don't believe he's racing with us tonight. I think his internet is not gonna allow him to do so, or he's not been able to show that his internet is better at this point in time. So I feel like everybody's gonna be kind of singing the the grey scars there. However, who knows? Anybody else could have a poor connection today. It's EA servers. Let's be honest. Like, they are never the best at the best of times. There's always something up with EA servers. I have fallen victim to it myself recently quite a bit. That is right. Please drop us follows, drop us everything. I do need to be able to see the proper feed. I can't actually see if anybody drops follows. That is not good. Is it solo comms today? Yeah, it's solo comms today. The only way I'd be able to have somebody join me is if they had Xbox and they were willing to give up their Sunday evening to commentate. It's also why I can't do interviews at the moment. I am trying to work on getting my PC to work and allow me to stream from that. And that way I can also get myself into Discord chats and actually have interviews going. Because it'd be nice to interview the top 3, at least. And if anybody DNF during the mid-race and they wanted to have a quick chat, they could always be welcome to join at that point. But at the moment, that is not a possibility, unfortunately. So we move forward on that on that front. So far, 15 out of 24 in the lobby. You was in VRL with those hell of pens on Monday. Yeah, let's. I'm not going into that at the moment. Like, out of all of the penalties, what I will say about that, out of all of the penalties I got in that, there's only one where I say is justified, where I just didn't leave enough space coming out of a corner. The other ones I do not agree with, but hey, apparently I don't make those decisions, so it is what it is. Hello, Bilbo. How we doing, lad? Feeling... Are you ready for tonight? 100% race. Mystery Grand Prix. What time are we on? We're almost on 5-2. The track reveal will be upon us very, very soon. I need to actually be able to kind of have Fortis in here. It'd be nice, maybe. Just so you could... See that as ready as you'll ever be. Yeah, man. Good to hear it. Good to hear it, man. Hopefully, it goes nicer for you than it has been in the past few races, where you've kind of been caught up in incidents. Some of them were unfortunate. Others you might have put yourself in a little bit too far. But hey, it is what it is. That's racing, man. We all make mistakes. We're only humans. We're not perfect. If we could be perfect, we'd be robots, judging everything to perfection. But we can't. Hey man, you never know. It could be, it might not be. You never know. I mean, we're at 7 minutes before the start of this race, so hey, 6-7 reference. I'm sure all the kids will enjoy that one. Yeah, the reveal will be coming shortly, so we'll all find out. We'll all find out together. We got 17 in so far. I don't know how many signed up. I didn't bother to check. We've got Max in at the bottom waiting to pick his car. 17 out of 24. Ooh, Qatar. Can't say I'm a huge fan of Qatar. Too many track limits. Or too many places to go off and get track limits. Not one of my favourites. Cannot say. What circuit are you hoping for, RVK? Spyro? Have you got any wishes of what you're hoping for? I think if Tier 2 sticks around, and I will be continuing to commentate for that, I think next season I get to pick the mystery circuits. then you're in for a fun time. That'll be a fun season. Make you guys suffer for my enjoyment and for all the viewers' pleasure. Okay, we are on 4 minutes to. I should have probably asked Fortis what time we can do the reveal at. I hope my race is longer than last week. Well, I mean, it's 100% race, so it's one of those, as long as you don't get absolutely DNF'd, like, you know, try and stick it out and stay in it as best as you can. Obviously, if you're like me and you lose you've lost it in the race, you just can't be bothered. It's one of those, but every point matters. Every place gets a point. So, I mean, you know, you outlast people. It's an endurance race. Even if you're a lap down, if people DNF, those are places gained. I probably should have stayed in on Friday, but I got angry and I left. Okay, what time are we on? We are on 3 minutes to. I'm just gonna quickly hop across into the other Discord just to find out something. What time am I allowed to say the track? I can say it now. Buzzing. Okay. Okay, so yeah, fair play. Right, good luck everybody. Peace. Okay, right. Permission has been granted to reveal the circuit we will be racing at, but fair warning, do not leave the lobby or you will be punished for it and you will be starting from the back. But we will be racing at the wonderful circuit of Bahrain. Bilbo, your wish has been granted. Carl and Rio are looking down on you. Bahrain is where we will be racing 100%. Around the midnight circuit. The one track we didn't get to see this year, but is actually making its comeback, but at Malaysia. Unfortunately, it can't be Malaysia. That would be nice. But here we go. Yes, mate, Aman, and you're not here to enjoy it. Oh no. That is absolutely brutal. I mean, like I said, I didn't pick the track. Your fine, lovely commentators from Tier 1, Carl and Rio, got to choose the circuits, and they have blessed you. So, I mean, you're cooked, Sparrow. Ah, no. No, don't be saying that. The race hasn't even started yet. Can I get the... Exactly, RVK. That would be lovely. A quick little, like, spicy DLC update where they just add Malaysia back in. I mean, it'd probably be the older versions, but, like, they could do it. That'd be lovely. Come on, EA. Give us Malaysia. Call it the Bahrain Grand Prix, hosted at Malaysia. I actually cannot wait for that in real life. Going back to Malaysia. What a circuit. Okay, we are at 7 o'clock. You can't stand turn 10. Ah, the hairpin going onto the first DRS straight. Oh, well, second, sorry. If you don't include the main start-finish straight as the first one. I know what you're talking, though. It is a painful, painful circuit. But turn, that one. But with these regs, you know, with the lift and the coasting and everything, as long as people are smart, you might not die. You just gotta pray that people are on the same level and wavelength as you guys. But remember, right, another warning. I'm gonna repeat the warning, guys. There's 14 people in here now to all hear it. So, once again, please give 5 minutes before you're ready up. Allow everybody to put their setups on, sort their strategies and fuel, and then also run to the toilet and do other bits that they need to do. Please pay attention to the announcements from Pat Mike in announcements, who will announce the start time. Do not ready up until you see the timer start, otherwise you will be penalised for it and start from the back of the grid. Anybody caught readying up after a first restart, if there is one, will be then removed from the race entirely. So do not ready up without seeing the timer already and it being one of the admins. Otherwise you will not be racing. Reading out the rules like a dictator. Hey, I'm just giving a fair warning out, Infinity. I don't want to see people getting DNF'd and removed from the race because they don't listen to the rules and don't ready up on time. I'm trying to save people. Is there only one Ferrari? Ooh, at the moment, yes. And it is go time. We are readying up. So, Bahrain. You got any predictions for tonight, Infinity? It's going to be lovely turn 1, lovely turn 3. Everyone being close up on that first lap. No? Who is Freddy in Discord? I have no idea, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. I do not know. You reckon James is winning it? Ooh. He's a good qualifier. He likes to stick it up towards the top quite a lot, but he starts a little bit lackluster. He seems to get a lot of wheel spin and lose a lot of places. Hopefully he can keep it all together. It's a good prediction though, out there. I like it. Wild card. I'm going to put my money on Spaceboy. I reckon Spaceboy's got it tonight. As long as he can keep himself out of danger and not get taken out again. I'm going to say it now before I say it in the race, because the last time I said it in the race, he literally got wiped out like 5 seconds later. So we don't want to be dropping that commentator curse on anybody tonight. Tell tier 2 drivers to look in general for Bahrain set. Oh. Hey, well, I mean, you've said it in chat, so if any of the drivers are in here that need a setup, Infinity's gonna throw one out there for you in general. Get your hands on it whilst it's hot and whilst you've got time. But we have 5 minutes before this gets going, so we have a nice little time to have a little bit of a rundown on the starting order for today's Grand Prix. Obviously, it's reverse championship order. Oh, are we doing a restart already? Are we doing a restart already? Ah. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Elroy ready it up. Elroy, my guy. I mean, unfortunately, he's not one of the people in here. So we get to witness the Demolition Derby Grand Prix. Let's go. Let us go. as an excellent start, as a lot of people are just not moving off the grid at all. We've got a Mercedes in the background, straight liners, Alpine into the wall, still alive. Okay, everybody, come on, let's DNF. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Infinity Candy has put it in the chat for anybody that would like to read that and just slap a setup on if you've not got one. Well, we're just waiting for F Saint and a Mighty Boy now, which is the person who I believe has readied up. Or was it Balan Eloy Pro? Whoop whoop. Let's go, Infinity. What does that give you? Is it like a special? I've seen that on a few of the streams that I've been watching recurringly. Never end up getting it because I always miss a day because of work. Ah, lovely. Right, so it will be attempt number 2. Anybody now who readies up before the start of this, before they're supposed to, is going to be removed completely from the race. So, I mean, let's not be readying up, guys. Let everybody just get the setups and do the strategies and everything. We don't want to be here till 9:30, 10 o'clock. Let's come on. You have 15k channel points. Oof. You need some stuff to spend it on. What are on here to spend your channel points on? I've not actually looked. Oh yeah, we got nothing. Wow. Well, we'll definitely mention that and see if we can get anything sorted. Ah, man. Emotes and highlighted messages. Yeah, definitely need a bit more. There's only one emote. Oh no. You'd think it'd give you maybe like access to certain soundboards, I suppose. If there's one like that, that'd be pretty cool. As I know they just like collect a few sounds. That's like the Bilbo scream. That one's a funny one. Love that one. Why do I keep grabbing my mouse like I'm on my PC? I'm not, I'm on my controller. Right. So, let's go for attempt number 2. Hey, RVK on a 20 stream watch streak. Jesus. Let's go. I keep changing the batteries in it. I don't know what more I need to do. It's supposed to just be fine after that. I just need to dismantle the thing and put a new one up. It's just waiting for payday. Oh no, I just don't get it though. I literally bought a load of new batteries and changed the battery. Right. I think because it's an older type of one and I didn't change the battery in time, it's like burnt out the system on it and I just need to get a new one. I do apologise, but hey, hey. I'm just breaking the stereotype. Just take it apart and rebuild it like Sheldon. I'd take it apart and then trying to put it back together, mate. I'd lose my temper. I'm not that way inclined. I'm not. I know, Beaksy. I know, mate. How do I sleep? I'm a deep sleeper. Like as soon as I fall asleep, I'm asleep. It is what it is. Just fall asleep, mate. I mean, I live on a main road as well, so like I'm constantly hearing traffic and bus going by, and there's literally a pub at the bottom of the road that's always got music blasting all the time. I put my head down on the pillow, I close my eyes, and I don't think about anything, and then I'm asleep. Just like that, mate. don't know how else people go to sleep. Do people run at walls and just knock themselves out? Is that a way to sleep? I don't know. Probably hurt your head. To be quite honest, right, I don't feel like you would hear it half as much if we were actually racing right now, and like the engines were actually sounding, and the game would be a bit louder. Your pizza better not arrive mid-race. I was also planning on getting a pizza. I'm very disappointed. I was like, I'm gonna wait till this race. Surely nobody will ready up, and we can just get the race done, and I can have a pizza before it gets too late. Here we are, restart number 1 already. That is true, though. No. Oh, here we go. Ready up, guys. Ready up. Here we go. Bilbo. I have no friends. I have no girlfriend. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Benjamin Vince. All I have is TTYB. TTYB is my life, faith, my passion. I love TTYB. Who is Fabio, you might ask? For the blind, he's the vision. For the weak, he's the medicine. For the poor, he's the donor. For me, he's my... Is that your heart and soul? Surely it's an excuse for... If there's a safety car, I suppose you could probably get away with it. But mid-race, you've kind of got to be careful that you are liable for whatever your AI does. So if your AI gets you a 10-second penalty, it is what it is. If your AI takes somebody out, then you are liable for what your AI does. So just keep that in mind if you are going to pause. Was going to copy and paste. Right, here we go, back into the lobby we go, and now we can talk about the race order and everything, whilst everybody gets the setups, and we wait 5 minutes for everybody to be prepared. So, reverse championship order, so that sees our championship leader down in 10th, because any reserves will start behind. So we have 7 reserves on the field, all outside of the top 10. Ooh, you've got Fortis to win. That is a good shout. It is a good shout. 7th place. Plenty to do. Got plenty of pace. But Extreme Jag is going to be taking us away from pole position. Freddy up in 2nd place. Bilbo is going to be starting on the 2nd row alongside RVK. That... I mean, I don't know. Is it really a dusty side? One side's a bit more bumpy, left side's a bit more bumpy, right side's a bit more smooth, but I don't know. Ollie, Spaceboy, and Beaksy are going to be taking up a row number 3, with Fortis and James on row 4. Flabbin and Tanajan are on row 5, with Max and Nokia on row 6, and Spyro and Tech on row... I've lost count. 7. Let you cook, man. You've got this. Anybody's got this. This is throttle to your bottle. Anybody could bottle it at any moment whilst trying to throttle it, you know? It's in the name. It's in the name. Then you got Mighty Boy and Saint on row 8 with Elroy, who was our ready upper, who's unfortunately been dropped down to dead last, whether he was a full-time driver or a reserve already. Now, I mean, I would say, you know, I feel like Katie would be pretty decent around here, but she's not signed up, so it is. This is 100% Infinity, yeah. Now, tyre-wise, we've got some medium starters, quite a lot of soft runners at the moment. Tanajan's going to be looking to start on the mediums by the looks of things. Only 3 medium runners, actually. Extreme Jags decided to swap that up. It is going to be a long one. Max 5 people finishing. I've got a prediction for you then, Infinity. How many drivers are going to get disqualified due to track limits or track limit and penalty incursions? I'm saying there's going to be at least 2 drivers DNF because of disqualified because of that. Bahrain is fine for CEC. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? It's fine for CC. It's much better than oh wow, oh yeah, track limits and that, corner cuts. Ah right, yeah, I get what you mean. I was thinking track limits. I was like, what's it mean? Yeah, I was thinking around the same thing. Yeah, no. Canada is appalling. I got a bit of wing damage and then I literally got like 4 more track limits in the space of like 5-6 laps, and then I just decided to give up at that point because there was no point. 2 minutes to the race time. Plenty of time to chat some more. Well, so we got a few more people who are looking to maybe start on the medium tyres now. Max, Nokia, gonna take the chances. Freddy's still gonna take his chances. Extreme Jags decided against it and is gonna start on the faster, warmer tyres of the soft tyres, which are gonna be a hindrance after a short time. I got wing damage and I lost my end plate, but I was losing 1/10 of a lap. Yeah, I had like minor wing damage to begin with, and it was fine. But then like I was racing with Solar, and like I think he kind of bounced off of a curb and it knocked me into the wall. I then got red wing damage, and I bounced off of the wall and back into him, which spun him out. And yeah, it just went downhill from that point. I was bleeding time with a red wing. If it was yellow, I probably would have stayed out, but at that point, it was just too much. So we are looking like we are probably maybe 30 odd seconds away from getting ourselves underway. Just gotta wait for confirmation. Looks like we're waiting for players still. I don't know if it will give me an indicator or just drag us straight to the 5 lights. It's either one, either or. We'll take either. Now, let's jump that out of the way. 30 seconds from now. Yeah, fair play. That was a little bit early. What are the odds? Right. We are starting. Countdown started. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, to 5 red lights for the Bahrain 100% race. Here we go. It's a nice start for everybody off at the start there. I don't think anybody really got too poor of a start. Even James. As we go side by side into turn 1, Freddy and Jag looking to go at it. He's going to swoop one down to the inside, take it all the way up to turn 4. Freddy looking to swipe the lead away from Jag. He thinks better of it. He's going to sit behind. Beaksley is moving up and down. RVK. Tanadran's up to P8. Spaceboy is falling down to P11. That's a poor start for Spaceboy. He's not going to be happy with that at all. As we've got quite a lot of grouping here. The rear end of this grid is absolutely piled on together as we're going to go side by side down into turn 10. They just about make it happen as there's contact between Nokia and Spaceboy. It is kicking off on lap 1. Gloves are off. Elbows are out. As the Aston Martin of Elroy is going to look down to get past Spaceboy. And Spaceboy is going to retake that place by the looks of things. Yes, he is. He's going to retake that place. So, a spicy start to the Grand Prix. We have Bilbo and Freddie now fighting for P2. As Bilbo's going to look to go around the outside of Freddie and is going to make that move stick and is going to now look to set his sights after Extreme Jag. Fort is up to P4 as Extreme Jag has set the fastest lap of the race of a 1:35 so far. Raw Beans with the worst start from TTYB. It is pretty poor as Bilbo is absolutely taken turn 1s, 2 and 3 in such a poor manner that he's now dropped down and is once again fighting with Freddie for 3rd place on the podium, as Fortis is now going to look to put the pressure on Extreme Jag. We've got yellow flags at the back as Spyro and It's a Patch Tech have once again made some contact there. He dived on P1 from like a second back. Did he? I thought he was a bit closer than that. I thought it was within the realms of an overtake, but I could be mistaken. Everything's happening so fast right now, Bilbo. Oh, right. Is that what the contact was? I would literally just... So much going on. He flew off. Ah, Bilbo making Bilbo moves there. Absolutely brutal. As we're going back down now to take on lap number 3, as Freddie's looking to maybe make another move on Bilbo. No, he's going to think better of it and sit back. So Fortis is now going to take a move. He's going to go side by side with Extreme Jag down up into turn 1. He's going to make that move stick before he even gets to the braking zone. Fortis is now going to look to stretch his legs and take away the race lead. He's going to need every little bit of it whilst these competitors are far behind. Tanadran's still stuck behind Beaksy 2.2 seconds now off the back of the pack. As we got the Aston Martin and the Audi of Mighty Boy and Max fighting it out as... Oh, Nokia has had a bad exit out of turn 4 and has lost a chunk of places down to James and Spaceboy as well as Max. So he's going to be looking to try and reclaim those moves and places back up. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to want to get back into that top 10. Score them big points. As we got Freddie getting pretty close, as we got Mighty Boy and F Saint going at it up into I'm going to say turn 12, 13, as Max is also looking to get involved, and Max has gone off the circuit, relinquishing a place to James. That's not the move he wanted to do. Those are the places dropped. 3 laps of 57 done. On to lap 4. Plenty of the race to go. Fortis and Extreme Jag are looking to try and stretch away from Bilbo and Freddie. It's looking like a pack of 1 to 5 down, and then 6. Beaksy is holding up the pack as a Mighty Boy has been DNF'd. What has happened here? Oh, as we've got more contact in the back. As we've got Max who's gone off. Oh my god, it's kicking off. It is kicking off towards the back of this grid right now. I'm going the wrong direction. What has happened? A Mighty Boy has retired on the track, I think. Or was that in the pit lane and he's just come out on track? I don't know. Let's bring up the telemetry and see if there is actually a safety car on right now. There is not. So there was just yellow flags. I'm not entirely sure how that wasn't a safety car in the slightest. There's a lot of front wings and a lot of end plates that have gone missing. As Flabbin is looking to do a nice switch back into turn 10 on Ballon Alloy Pro. And he's going to get that move stuck and is now going to look after chasing after Spaceboy 6 seconds, 7 seconds up the road. It's quite a tall order, but plenty of time in this race just to get their head down and keep their track clean, as we're going to have Nokia and Saint going at it into the final corner. And Nokia says, thank you very much, I'll have that signed, sealed and delivered. A lovely send into the final corner. F Saint is going to look to maybe make a move back now though into turn number 1. He's going to try and send it around the outside. And he does nicely as Nokia is going to look to hold it around his inside and take the inside line up into turn 3. Down now to turn 4 as the two McLarens are going to go side by side as well. As Tanadran is looking to take the inside line off of Beaksy and move himself up now into 6th place. And close down that 5-second gap to RVK and the lead. Well, the lead pack, to be honest. They're all still within a second of one another. And are just towing each other along. Okay, let's have a look around. Flabbin and Elroy looking like they're still kind of battling over P12 right now. Flabbin's... Is that he's on the medium tyres there? Or is that the softs? I can't tell. Either way, he's gonna look to try and pull away. He's lost another 2 seconds this lap to Spaceboy. Spaceboy and the leading in this leading train in front of them are just pulling away hand over fist. Slipstream and ERS management is absolutely king around this circuit. As Beaksy is going to look to maybe make a move now on Tanadran down into turn number 1. The battery difference though, Tanadran doing very well with his management as Beaksy is draining us all the way down. James is looking to also get in on the action. Soft tyres for these two. They are going to start feeling the tyre wear. 6 laps in. I think they can go a good, what, maybe 12 to 14 laps before you're going to start really feeling the tyre wear. As Spaceboy has made a move on F Saint into turn number 4 is a lovely switch back there from F Saint to reclaim the place. And Spaceboy is going to have to do it all over again. Down in P11 after a poor start off the line, which has left him outside of the top 10 and what looks like wing damage to the right hand side of his end plate there. Fastest lap. Ooh, I cannot see the fastest lap, can I? Fastest lap is Bilbo is sitting with the fastest lap currently, a 1:32.333. Righty. Let's have the leader track times up. Actually, no, that's really hard to try and tell how close people are. Let's have it back on the interval. Fortis has pulled away from the leading pack now. Bilbo has jumped past Extreme Jag, but has dropped a second and a half behind Fortis. Extreme Jag is falling off right now. RVK and Freddy might need to get these moves done sooner rather than later, or they're going to find themselves losing that lead in duo, and are going to have it all to do in the further stints to try and catch back up. Mate, yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, Aman. Like, it's one of them. Can't be there for them all though. As Elroy has decided to pit and is the first of the boxers. Let's see what tyres he's decided to go on to. He's put on a set of hard tyres to try and take this next stint. 7 laps he lasted on his soft tyres. Okie dokie, sit rep. Who is the closest in a fight right now? Nokia and James are looking fairly close in this battle, with the two McLarens still out in front. Beaksy's looking like he's trying to cling on right now to the overtake of Tanadran. James and Nokia are going to look to try and line up a move sooner rather than later, I can imagine. As we have Freddy, who might be looking to make a move now. Maybe. No, he's thinking better of it. Holds his ground into turn 1, saves that battery. Maybe into turn 4. Is he going to make the move on Extreme Jag? They're losing time here to Bilbao. He's pulling away from them. 1.1 was the gap before, and it's back now up to 1.3. 1.5, 1.3. Maybe a small little error there from Bilbao has allowed the cars to pull back in closer. As they have actually closed back in. Bilbao is starting to feel the tyre wear on those soft tyres. The gap now to Fortis up to 2 seconds. Fortis is stretching his legs right now. His closest title rivals, if he wants to make a mountain charge, he needs Tanajran to be a lot lower than he is already, but he's doing everything that he needs to do by taking command of this race. Let's bring up the tyres actually, because yeah, we kind of want to know what is on. So soft tyres for Fortis. He is going to start feeling the tyre wear as Extreme Jag is now falling victim to Freddie, as Bilbao has run wide into the final corner, which is going to give both Freddie and Extreme Jag the run on Bilbao into turn 1. As battery management is out, it's going to be 3 wide into turn number 1. As Freddie has thought better of it. Bilbao has lost the place now to Extreme Jag. He reclaims second place and is going to try and run away, as Freddie's now going to look to line up Bilbao on the up into turn number 4. He's going to take the inside line. Bilbao around the outside trying to hold it. Can he do it? He's gonna do it. Bilbao standing firm and holding on to that P3 for now. He needs to try and not fall victim to a late send, as Freddie was feeling very opportunistic then with a late send, which was very well timed, to be honest. I thought he had it done and dusted there, but no, he needs to try once again, as Bilbao is losing touch now with Extreme Jag. 2.5 is the gap from Extreme Jag to Fortis, as he's going to look to close that down with his medium tyres and the Alin softs. As Nokia and Beaksy look like they're going to be fighting now up into the S's, as Nokia is going to make a lovely little send and is going to claim the inside line. And is he going to get that move signed, sealed and delivered? He is. A slight little wheel contact as Beaksy is trying to hang it around the outside. As Beaksy is going to reclaim that place down into the final corner. Lovely little send there from Beaksy. Quite a bit of battery usage, maybe? Yeah. He's going to be ailing down this main straight now, as Nokia is going to look to make the move done fairly comfortably with the amount of battery he should have. But into turn 1, the side-by-side. He's going to claim the inside line for the turn 2, but then the outside for the turn 3. Is a bit of tyre banging going on. They keep it within the white lines, and Nokia has that place claimed, as Beaksy is looking to maybe make another send. He's got to be careful not to lose his place now to James. He needs to recompose and take that place back, maybe. As Alroy at the back is going to be fighting with Patch Tech, and is going to claim 15th place. A Mighty Boy, our only retirement so far. Surprisingly clean around Bahrain so far. Only 1 yellow flag waved. Quite shocking. I'm very surprised. I thought there would be more chaos. As James is looking to get the move done on Beaksy. Beaksy's going to hold it round the outside, or try to anyway, as unfortunately Beaksy's tyres are starting to fail. I mean, James is on the softs also, but Beaksy has been falling backwards here. Maybe them soft tyres are really starting to die for him, and an early stop might be worthwhile for Beaksy here, as he's going to be losing touch. 8 tenths already to James, as James is 1.2 behind Nokia, as Nokia has caught up to the back of Tanadran and is going to look to try and keep pulling away from the duo behind in 8th and 9th. Whew. Right, battle up here for the podium. Freddie is going to send a move down into before turn 4, as Extreme Jag's going to resend a move down into turn 4. Side by side now into turn 5. Jag takes that place back and says, no, Freddie, that is mine. 3.9 the gap now to Fortis. Fortis is running away with things with all this battling. Bilbo and RVK have managed to pull back into touch with the duo fighting on the podium, as F Saint is another victim to a 3-second time penalty. 4 victims already with time penalties. A bit unfortunate this early into a 50% race, but hopefully they can keep it within the white lines and not accrue too many more. As Freddie is looking to maybe bide his time here with Extreme Jag before making a move. He's going to maybe make a move down before the final corner. He's going to hold for that overtake. He doesn't get the overtake. He makes the move into the final corner, and Jag can now claim on that blue. Maybe save a bit of battery, or maybe make another move back. No, with that 3% battery, he's going to look to defend here from Bilbo. As Bilbo's going to maybe send one down into turn 1. He does. He's going to make it side by side. Late on the brakes from Jag to make sure he doesn't lose a place there to Bilbo. Bilbo's going to have to maybe make a move here up into turn 4. Can he do it? Is he going to make a send? No, he's not. He's going to think better of it with those alien tyres, I think. As Nokia has fallen off at the back of Tanadran. Tanadran has now pulled a 1.5 second gap, as Nokia is now falling down the grid, as James and Beaksy both make a move past him. Those medium tyres for Nokia must be ailing pretty heavy, as a lovely send there from Beaksy to try and take the 7th place away from James. He's going to maybe look to make a move down into turn 10. No, he's going to wait and maybe try and get the perfect run and send it down into turn 11, as Nokia is looking to reclaim 8th place. He's going to think better of it and backs out of that move. Absolute tasty battles up and down the field. Quite a lot of gaps going on, but some individual fights going on up and down the field. We've got Space Boy, who's still fighting hand over fist here with F Saint for 10th place. He's managed to gain some time. Flabbin has unfortunately fallen off and not been able to pull that gap up. Not entirely sure if they've ran it wide or anything, as James has gone into the pit lane, as Nokia makes a move on Beaksy. Space Boy is looking to make a move here into turn 1 onto Saint. He's going to send it down the inside. They're going to go side by side. He's going to claim the inside for turn number 3. Can he get the power down? Has he got the battery for it? Looks like he does so far, as Saint is going to look to maybe send one down into turn number 4. No, he's not. Nicely covered there from Space Boy. He can look to maybe run now and try and catch after Beaksy. 4.4 is the gap. Beaksy's fallen off at the back of Nokia by a second. It's looking like his tyres are really starting to fade away from him. These soft tyres are really starting to feel it, as Nokia has picked up a 3-second time penalty. The battle for the podium is fiercely going on, as Jag, Bilbo and RVK are all fighting alongside Freddy for 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th. They've got to be careful not to fight too much here though, as Tanadran is looking to close that gap down. 4.7 is the gap now, 5.5 was the gap 2 laps ago. So that gap is starting to come down. Tanadran on the medium tyres. As RVK is shaping up for a move here on Bilbo, maybe? No, he thinks better of it and is going to sit behind, maybe wait for the cars in front to try and battle and to clean up, take up all of the pieces, clean it all up. Wow, sorry about that, had to get a drink, in dry mouth. It's talking business. Don't know how people. I applaud Carl and all that lot for the ability that they have. You need to get a co-commentator so I can fill the gaps in when I need that drink. Otherwise, it's a bit of silence, so I do apologise. Ooh, right, so Extreme Jag, two tenths behind Freddy here. Maybe gonna look to make a move down into turn 11. It's gonna save battery here. Maybe line up a move, wait for a move down into the final corner or into turn 1. 4.8 is the gap now to Fortis. Fortis well and truly has stretched his legs in this and can pretty much coast comfortably. With those soft tyres, try and take them as long as possible. Maybe wait for a safety car, I don't know. Might be the way forward. But this battle for the podium, fiercely firing on right now. It's the closest battle we have on field, so we'll stick with it the entire way. As Freddy is going to defend the inside, makes his defensive move, reclaims the racing line as he is a fair enough distance in front to warrant that. And is doing everything in his power and doing very well here to stave off the attacks from Extreme Jag. As RVK is looking maybe to send one down on turn 4 on Bilbo. No, thinks better of it. Is going to sit behind once again. As Spaceboy has now picked up a 3-second time penalty. I think it's a fair time to have a look at these penalties. 5 victims to track limit so far, which is fairly decent. 15 laps in, 3 seconds. Maybe like try and keep it clean from here, boys. Not get any more. Hope your competitors also get a time penalty. That would maybe be nice. Let's keep it. let's keep it clean. Let's not lose it. Okay. Yeah, still this leading battle here going on. Jag is still sitting pretty here behind Freddy, maybe just trying to build up the battery. Freddy doing a marvellous job to say he's not got overtake and has a decent chunk of battery in his defence here for his second place on the podium. Extreme Jag or another medium runner gonna look to go maybe long with Freddy here. Bilbo and RVK taking them soft tyres the distance as well whilst staying fairly close. As Extreme Jag is going to send one down the inside. I've gone the wrong direction. I do apologise. As he's going to make the move down into turn 3, and it's going to be side by side on the run up to turn 4. The inside line going to be favouring Jag here. Freddy's going to hold it, try and hold it round the outside. Let's get rid of that menu. I do apologise once again. As Freddy is going to have to concede here to Jag, and Jag has made that move. Nicely done. As F Saint is another boxer off of the soft tyres and has decided to whack on a set of mediums. As Freddy is going to look to maybe try and claim a bit of overtake here. Tanadran in the background, getting ever closer to this battle now. 4.2 is the gap. Little by little, Tanadran is reining these guys in here in this podium fight, and is going to make this 4-way battle for the podium, for second place on the podium, into a 5-way battle for the podium. Well, the last 2 spots on the podium, should I say, with Fortis still extending his gap to 5.4 now. Fortis with some monstrous pace out in front. I would ride on board, but this battle is going to be raging on as Freddy is going to now look to send it down the inside of... I forgot his name already. All I did was take away the menu. Extreme Jag is going to go back down the inside into turn 1 as RVK and Bilbo are also going to go side by side. Bilbo looking to hold on to that place, which he does. Freddy going to line up a move here down on the inside into turn number 4. Late on the brakes for Extreme Jag to try and hold that position, and he does round the outside. Very well played there from Extreme Jag, late on the brakes to hold on to that place, as Freddy might look to make a send now down into the hairpin here, going alongside Jag. A little bit wide there from Jag, might give Freddy the run down into the hairpin section as Jag says, no, I will take that back. This is a fantastic battle for P2. It is very spicy, as RVK and Bilbo also kind of getting a little bit crossed up there. But all this is doing is inviting Tanadran into the fight. 3.2 now the gap. almost a second gained this lap on these battling for the podium, as Freddie has once again claimed the lead of this train, and Jag is going to be looking to maybe take that place back down into the final corner, as RVK is looking to also line up a move here on Bilbo. He is indeed. He's going to go... No, he's going to back out of it into the final corner. He's going to look to maybe make that move down into turn 1 now, as Bilbo is going to actually be the first of the top 5 to play himself into the box. Maybe a smart move there from Bilbo with the time they were draining here, as Jag and Freddie are going to go at it once again into turn 1, side by side. This is a lovely battle for the podium. Oh, as Freddie has gone wide there with some contact with him and Jag. RVK looking to get interested now and maybe claim the place away from Freddie, and they're going to battle over the final spot on the podium, still side by side as they go into turn 5, 6 and 7, and RVK has claimed 3rd place away from Freddie, as Freddie is going to send one back down the inside into the hairpin and reclaim 3rd place. This is a lovely battle as contact once again between the RB and Ferrari, as they're going to go side by side into turn 10. Lovely side by side action here between Freddie and RVK, minus a little bit of wheel banging here and there, as they're still going side by side into turns 11, 12. RVK looking to hold it round the outside, and is he going to do so? No, he's just unfortunately short. Freddie looks to have that move done, but in this fighting, it is just draining time away from them. Tanadran 1.9 behind now. The championship leader looking to get himself situated for the podium fight, as Freddie has also managed to pull a small gap. Jag has pulled a gap to Freddie and RVK in their battle for the final spot on the podium, as Fortis has come into the box from the race lead. He is going to be looking to get himself onto a fresh set of soft tyres by the looks of things. Very unusual 2-stop there for Fortis. Maybe thinking he can take a double softs and mediums towards the end. Maybe a double soft and hards, as RVK and Freddie are battling now for 2nd place on the road. As RVK is going to hold it firm. And we've got Bilbo who has made a move past... Oh no, it was James making a move on the pitting McLaren of Beaksy. Going to be getting himself on some fresh tyres there. Spaceboy making a move here on F Saint down into the turn 1 and 2. Saint looking to maybe make a switch back. Spaceboy closes that door off. But now F Saint is going to look to maybe make a move down into turn number 4 again. Spaceboy late on the brakes. Oh, what a send there from F Saint. That is very questionable there. Very late. Just about gets it stopped, but contact between the two, and Spaceboy is going to kind of be thinking, what the absolute hell is happening here? Let's not be doing moves like that. Let's not be losing time to hand over fist to cars in front. Beaksy is 2 seconds up the road, having just boxed onto a fresh set of medium tyres. Spaceboy is going to want to try and get onto the back of that as quickly as possible and have him pull him along. Whew. Hey, I didn't miss a bit of contact for once. I saw it coming preemptively. Let's go. I'm learning, guys. As our leading trio, Jag has fallen a bit of victims. RVK has pulled that gap down back within the overtake now of 1 second. Tanadran 1.5 behind on his tyres. He's looking to make this battle a 4-way fight. Fortis on a fresh set of soft tyres down in 6th place. 4 seconds behind Nokia, who is still yet to pit off of his medium tyres. So hopefully he doesn't catch him before he needs to box, otherwise he might get caught behind him, and that will not work wonders for his race. As pretty much we can almost say welcome to the party, Tanadran. 1.5 now. 5.5 seconds 3 laps ago that gap was. Now down to 1.5. Tanadran is licking his lips for this podium fight, and is going to try and get himself maybe involved with the lead battle with Fortis, and try and claim the honours once again. As I'm looking up and down the field, we've got F Saint and Spaceboy once again going to be battling it out maybe here into turn 10. Spaceboy holding on firm as F Saint gets a little bit crossed up with a very tight line into the hairpin of turn 10, and is going to now be sitting behind a little while longer. F Saint looking to make moves quickly as Fortis sets the new fastest lap. 1.7 is now the gap to Nokia. Nokia has bled time hand over fist, or must have made a mistake of some sort, as that gap from 4 seconds is closed, as Freddy and Fortis are not Freddy and Fortis, Freddy and RVK, my apologies, are battling it out for second place on the podium once again. Freddy falling short this time around, RVK holding firm, but all of this is doing is inviting the McLaren of Tanadran into this fight. 1.2 now the gap, almost within overtake. One more little battle from these boys and he is basically involved. They need to do everything right now to maybe try and stop fighting or pit off of these. Well, actually, they're on mediums. RVK doing wonders right now on soft tyres. 20 laps old soft tyres. He's absolutely making business of that, as Fortis is now on the back end of Nokia, our provisional race leader, having been the top boxer, as Bilbo has picked up a 3-second time penalty, which is not gonna be doing anything. Yeah, Fortis was leading by 5 seconds. He's now on the back of Nokia, who's closed down a 4-second gap in about a lap. He just needs to make mincemeat work of him, as Extreme Jag has been overtaken here into turn 1 by RVK. They're going to be battling it out. I do apologise, I would like to watch your leader, but the lead battle is fiercely battling on, as Freddy is now going to look to send one down the inside of turn 3 and claim that before turn 4 and say thank you very much. Absolute wonderful battle up and down the field right now. Fortis has made that move stick and done on Nokia. Nokia now almost the second behind after 2 or 3 corners. If he went to hard, I don't know. It's his strategy, man. Late safety cars might happen. Who knows? Could be a safety car midway through. Who knows? I'd probably have saved a set of softs up for the end of the race, but I'm not driving. That's Fortis. It's Fortis doing the driving right now, as we'll go back to this leading trio. As Tanadran's still sitting around 1.3 behind, just outside of range of the overtake, but the more these guys fight, it's gonna just invite him into it. He's almost in, actually. Never mind. 1.8 is the gap. 1.1. Can he get into overtake range before the end of this main straight? Ooh, very close. It doesn't look like he has made it in, but he has been granted overtake. This game, everybody, you have to be within 1 second and it gives it you 1.1. Lovely stuff. Oh man, magical, magical. As no changes in our top 4 right now. Fortis 5 seconds behind this leading train. He's going to be looking to catch him. You can see him there in the background, actually, going through turn 1, 2 and 3. As Freddy is looking to size up a move here on RVK, whose tyres must surely be screaming out right now. He said he will do a soft, medium. Fair play. Fair play. Got one set of softs later for the race. I mean, it might be worth it. The hard tyres, they can be pretty slow. I think the 2 compounds harder on this, aren't they? Difference, or is that the old one? I don't know. I could be mistaken. Who knows? Anyway, leading fight still going on. Fortis is hunting them down right now. In the background, you can see that the Red Bull looming. The top 4 yet to pit. Same with Nokia and Max, who's done an early pit stop but is on ailing tyres. Itchy Patch, who's also done an early stop and on pretty old tyres, but can go the distance on them hard tyres. He's just been overtaken by F Saint. Freddy looking to size a move here on RVK into turn 1. Here we go. Sends it down the inside and gets the move done, signed, sealed and delivered before he even needs to get into turn 2 and 3. RVK now looking to maybe defend here. Tanadran looking to size up a move. Extreme Jag sends one down the inside of RVK down into turn number 4 and has got that move stuck. Tanadran also goes round the inside and has got straight in there for a move now on Extreme Jag, and is going to look to send one down the inside on the hairpin. As he got that move stuck, he looks like he has. He's going to now chase after Freddy. Up into P2 is your championship leader. Down the inside in turn 10 goes Extreme Jag, making it side by side. A lovely little send, but Tanadran says no. I will have my place. Thank you very much. You can be sitting behind me. As he's going to look to maybe send a move down into turn 11. Takes the inside line for the S's. Makes that move stick. Tanadran around the outside. Doesn't think he can get it done through 12 and 13. Up into 14. He's going to sit behind and maybe wait now before turn number 1 or the final corner before he makes a move. And your provisional race leader is on the back of this train. RVK is going to be screaming out for some fresh tyres as he's going to send a move down the inside. Tanadran goes into the box as well as RVK as your race leader has stayed out. Freddy and Jag. Fortis now on the back end of these boys. It is going to be race on and game on here. Extreme Jag, the next one. As Tanadran is dropping down to P7 out of the box, P8 for RVK by the looks of things, comfortably ahead of Beaksy down in 9th. Spaceboy still 4.2 behind Beaksy, looking to maybe try and close that gap now that the tyres are going to be starting to hit the first little drop-off zone. It's looking very promising, Infinity, mate. Fortis is absolutely flying right now. Looks like he's going to be sending a move down the inside of Extreme Jag into turn 11. Late on the brakes. And move done. There for Fortis. Nice and easy. 24 lap old tyres are not really going to give much of a fight there. Fortis now going to look to set his sights on Freddy. Can he close that gap before he gets to the detection zone? Well, he just needs to get to 1.1 according to the game, and that will give you the overtake. But he has managed to get within the 1 second for overtake now, as Freddy is maybe looking to box from the lead of this race before Fortis could overtake. Yes, he is. Fortis reclaims the lead of this race as Freddy and Extreme Jag have now boxed. CPS Nokia has just elected to remain out and is going to claim 2nd place. Bilbo is going to look to maybe move back now up into 3rd on the podium spot and try and keep that gap that he has. James up into 4th place, gets out in front of Freddy and Jag, who are going to be fighting very close here with RVK out of the box. RVK looking to get that move done instantly on soft tyres. He needs to get these moves done. Crucial that he gets ahead and can chase after Freddy if he's going to want to keep that battle up. 15-second lead. It is absolutely mental to the closest boxer of Bilbo. Yeah, that's about 14, 15, yeah. Jesus. He's flying. He is flying. As Tanadran is unfortunately stuck behind Extreme Jag and is gonna look to get himself very much situated into this fight now. He's done very well to close that gap and bring himself well within the fight for the podium, as they were net 2, 3, 4 and 5 were RVK, Extreme Jag, Tanadran and Freddy. Don't know why I said Freddy in the last order there. I do apologise, Freddy. As Spyro and Flabbin are looking to get spicy here, fighting over 12th place. Not really paid too much attention towards the back fight, so we'll give him a bit of love here. As Spyro is gonna take it nice and tight into turn 10, get the foot down early on that battery. Can he maybe make a move here down into turn 11 on Flabbin? No, Flabbin's gonna keep the gap, and they're gonna keep this fight going maybe? No, it's not really a fight, is it? No. I'm sorry. Right, as we've got Tanadran, RVK and Extreme Jag battling it out. Your net podium sitters, 4, 5, 6 and 7. With Bilbo and James being early stoppers who have managed to get themselves in the mix on the hard tyres and can go a bit of a distance into this race and maybe pray for a safety car to bless them with a nice free pit stop. As RVK is been overtaken now by Extreme Jag. Jag is looking to maybe stretch away here. Now he's got his hard tyres all warmed up. Tanadran also maybe thinking needs to get by RVK. RVK not a very frequent podium battler, but is doing very well tonight to put himself in the mix here for a lovely podium finish if he can keep it all together towards the final flag. He's boxed soft, so he's still got another pit stop yet to make, as do a few other drivers. Fortis, I do believe, is one of them. Spyro and Flabbin, I think, maybe. As Spaceboy has picked up another 3-second time penalty. Let's have a look at our time penalties. It's been a while. Oh, that's the wrong thing I'm moving. As 6 seconds now for Spaceboy. Bilbo 3 seconds, Nokia 3 seconds, Beaksy with 3 seconds, Saint and Itsu Patch Tech with 3 seconds, Max with a 3-second time penalty for track limits and a 10-second time penalty for most likely speeding in the pit lane, which is very unfortunate, but at least he can remove that 10 seconds if he so wish. As Spyro and Flabbin are battling it out here into turn number 1, they are not fighting for much, but are giving themselves plenty to enjoy right now, as they're gonna take this fight all the way through turns 1, 2, 3 up into turn 4, as Spyro's looking to hold it round the outside. Can he make it a stick into turns 5, 6? He's gonna hold it round the outside, gets that move done into turn 6 and can hold it now into the hairpin. Lovely move there from Spyro. Nice little battle there with Flabbin. Lovely to catch that before it was all over. As RVK has pulled away. 1 second gap now to Extreme Jag. We must have missed that by when we were watching another battle. Tanadran's still stuck behind Extreme Jag at the moment. Freddy has been caught by RVK. RVK looking to maybe make quick moves here now of Freddy before he gets held behind RVK's teammate of James, who has 16 lap old tyres. A nice lovely little over the shoulder camera angle here of RVK looking to size up and move, maybe eyeing up, trying to see where Freddy is at his weakest, see where he can maybe make that lovely send. He's got to make these soft tyres work, and he's gonna want to try and do it quickly. Turn 11 is not the place where he can make that move. He's gonna maybe sit behind and looking to make a move maybe towards the end of the lap, maybe down into turn 1. A very popular overtake spot in this race, especially obviously after the DRS or battery detection zone for overtake. Fortis is in a commanding spot right now. Granted, he's on 11 lap old soft tyres, but as he showed before, he can take the soft tyres a good 20 odd laps before they start ailing. As RVK and Freddy are battling into turns 1 and 2. and 3, and nothing doing there for RVK, but maybe looking to go round the outside into turn 4, late on the brakes, tries to send one round the outside, keeps it within track limits, looking to get that move done. What a send there from RVK. Magical send there from RVK. Beautiful stuff. His teammate is now next up the road on 17 lap old tyres. Will he do the solid favour of giving him the place? He's maybe looking to make a move down into the hairpin of turn number 10. He does side by side for the RB team and get that move done. RVK has, and James now looking to maybe play the team game and defend for his life to give his teammate a lovely little gap. Freddie is going to want to make quick moves here of RVK to not get stuck behind and lose the car of RVK. As down the inside goes Freddie of James. Not much James can do there, holding it around the outside. Lovely stuff there from Freddie. Quick, decisive action to be able to make sure he can stick with the leading car of RVK. As James is going to look to maybe make another move down into turn 1. No, he thinks better of it and he's going to sit behind. Nothing doing he can do there against fresher tyres. As Tanadran is still stuck behind Extreme Jag. Biding his time, maybe keeping them tyres alive, maybe looking to take them the whole race distance. He has done a fair chunk of the race already on his medium tyres, so one stop is very much on the cards here for Tanadran. 0.4 of a second behind Extreme Jag, maybe down into the hairpin. No, thinks better of it and is maybe going to look now into turn 10. Too far behind maybe to make a move. He's going to sit behind and bide his time some more. All in all, James is now still behind Freddie. Nothing he can do to try and help his teammate out there. And on he plops. 1.4 and is now the gap to him and RVK. RVK looking to stretch his legs on these fresh soft tyres whilst they last. Obviously one more stop for him to make here, whilst Freddie is going to look to make maybe a one stop happen with Extreme Jag and Tanadran. Split strategies here are at Bahrain in this 100% race, which we love to see. Plenty of different ways this race could go. A late safety car could flip everything on its head with the chasing cars on fresher tyres already. Get a bit shafted. I don't know. Who knows? This is what we love about the sport, as Tanadran is once again unable to make a move down into turn 1 against Extreme Jag. Maybe now looking to make a move down around the outside of turn number 4. Late on the brakes for Tanadran. Can he hold it around the outside? No, he can't. Extreme Jag says, no, I'm holding P6 right now. And once again, Tanadran is going to be getting frustrated as... Oh, Freddie. Freddie has picked up a 3-second time penalty, which is going to absolutely ruin his race. Fortis will be disqualified post-race, too fast, and will be promoted to Tier 1. Yeah, it's just luck of the draw so far, I think. Everyone was fighting and gave him the gap. But that's for you guys to decide, not me. I'm just commentating. Tanadran and Extreme Jag are going to be fighting it out now for P2 and P3, as unfortunately Freddie has picked up a time penalty in his pursuit of RVK and is unfortunately losing more and more time on the hard tyres compared to the softs. As Tanadran is closer than he has been the past few laps. Maybe can he make a move down into turn 1? The gap holding firm at about 4 attempts. Looks like it's not going to happen this lap for Tanadran once again. Sitting maybe frustrated behind Extreme Jag, maybe sitting patiently. Who knows what the drivers are going to be thinking right now. We can only assume. But James holding now up Extreme Jag, a gap of 1.62 Freddie has formed, as Freddie has put the afterburners on a little bit and has closed that gap down a little bit now to RVK and is trying to keep him honest. Any errors here from RVK will bring Freddie right back into this race, as Freddie has now got a 3-second penalty he needs to think about pulling a gap for against this chasing trio of Tanadran and Extreme Jag and James, as Extreme Jag is looking to send one down the inside of turn 11 on James. James's old tyres not really going to be able to give him much of a anything really to give him much of a fight, as we have an incident down into the turns 2 and 3 as Flabbin has gone off into the first couple of corners. A brief yellow flag is out as F Saint has an illegal overtake, which is very unfortunate. But all is well in love and war. The race continues as Tanadran is within 2 tenths of James, and James is within 1/10 of Extreme Jag, and he's looking to make the move already back down into 5th place, and is going to be frustrating Jag as the Ailing tyres are not going to be good, as late on the brakes from Jag and very deep has caused a bit of damage there for James, as Tanadran is going to make himself very happy with a lovely little send and gets past James and does not get held up by the RB on the older tyres, and can sit and chase right after Extreme Jag. 3.5 is the gap now to Freddie. 3-second time penalty is not going to be bothering him too much at this moment in time, as Tanadran tries to send it down the inside into the hairpin, but does not have the purchase coming out of the corner, and Extreme Jag holds on to that place as Extreme Nokia out of nowhere has caught up to this pack on the soft tyres and is looking to make a move now down the inside of turn 11 on the championship leader. It goes from absolutely nowhere. Nokia coming in for it. Let's go Nokia, bringing himself into this podium fight. Oh, granted he has time penalties, but welcome to the party, Nokia. Is now going to look to maybe... No, he's going to sit firm here, maybe eye up a move into turn 1 and Extreme Jag. This 2-car battle went quickly into a 4-car battle out of nowhere, and now Nokia looking to go down the inside of Extreme Jag. Extreme Jag once again late on the brakes. He's going to maybe have to hold it round the outside this time, not the inside line, and Nokia has the move done on Extreme Jag and can now set his sights after Freddie. 3.3 is the gap, as Extreme Jag is going to look to maybe try and move down into turn 4, but not going to have enough to do it, as Tanadran is still sitting right behind Extreme Jag, and now Nokia falling an extra place down, as our leader of Fortis is starting to ail a little bit now on his soft tyres, as the gap has fallen down to 12.7 from 15 odd seconds. And also one more stop yet to go for Fortis in this race, but I believe it was lap 18-19 he pitted off of his first set of soft tyres, so it is looking like it is almost pit stop time for Fortis in this race, as we have a safety car out, as we have Spyro, who is out in the gravel of turns 1 and 2, as just yellow flags are waved, and nothing doing there. No wing damage by the looks of things, just a small little skill issue. We move forward, we get our heads down, and we get back to this fight here now, as James is bailed into the pits off of his hard tyres of 22 laps, showing that you can take them a distance, but maybe they're not very quick once they hit a certain threshold of tyre wear. Something these hard tyre runners are going to have to look into, as James was only 13 laps older than they are now. With 21 laps to go in this race, they have got some tyre saving yet to do, as Tanadran is now within 3 tenths of Extreme Jag, as Spaceboy and James are battling, as James has come out behind Spaceboy out of the pits on fresher tyres. Can Spaceboy do anything to frustrate the RB? As the RB is going to be looking to make moves very quickly and make use of those fresher tyres and the gap that will be in front of him to chase down the other McLaren of Beaksy in P8. Oh man, I need another drink. I've run out. This is bad news bears. As another penalty is come flashing up. Let's bring up the penalties once more. 9 seconds now for Spaceboy. It is looking bad to worse. I should not have said I believed in Spaceboy to do a win this race, because it has gone from bad to worse. I wouldn't say stinker. I think they're not having the best of races. Bilbo is back in it as Fortis is into the box from the race lead, and Bilbo and RVK are also into the box as Freddie is now going to assume the race lead here, just as Fortis is going to come out maybe P2. He's going to come out in between Nokia and Freddie. What a stint there from Fortis to gain all those places. Freddie is got the lapped car here of Itchy Patch Tech, who gets nicely out of the way and is going to unfortunately get bad timing here for Fortis, and he's going to lose time to the leading car as he's going to stay well out of the way. Nice for Fortis there, gets chasing after as Nokia tries to send it round the outside and has been sent into the wall and has a 10-second time penalty for Max, and he had retirement. But Nokia tries to go round the outside of the lapped car of Itchy Patch Tech and almost collects Tanadran there for his troubles. Oh, Bilbo, sorry, for his troubles as well. Bilbo is ahead now of Nokia. Nokia, very unfortunate there to get that damage as he is both end plates missing on his car, and he is definitely going to need to pit through a front wing. Bilbo needs to run away now and try not to get caught behind the wingless Aston Martin. I am not too sure what happened there. We saw the very tail end and I tried to jump to it very quickly, and we saw the crash into the wall, unfortunately. But still in this race is CPS Nokia. Hopefully he can get himself into this box and get himself to the end of this race and recover nicely. Unfortunately, his podium chances are going to be a little bit in the mud. Tanadran is unfortunately fallen off the wayside of Extreme Jag. 1.7 now the gap. Extreme Jag 2.8 off the back end of Fortis, as Fortis is looking to close in on Freddie for the race lead once again. Fortis just boxing for his final stint off of the soft tyres. There's another yellow flag as Spyro once again off into turn 1s, 2 and 3. Not enjoying his braking points right now as he goes hella wide once again to get out of the way of lap traffic. I believe that it will be for his Flabbin is now on the rear end. Not too sure what's happening there. Nokia does box for a fresh wing and some fresh tyres to get himself to the end of this race. 15-second gap he has now to James. But get your head down, Nokia. You had some fantastic pace. I can see you getting at least a P6 if you have things keep swinging your way, penalty aside. Let's move ourselves back up here. Bilbo is ahead of RVK. RVK looking to hunt down Bilbo. Bilbo is with a time penalty, but has managed to, I do believe, keep it clean enough for only have one, which is very good in the sense of trying to keep it to a minimum now that you have one. Which we like to see. 11 seconds the gap to championship leader Tanadran, who is tiptoeing between 1 to 1.5 on Extreme Jag, not without overtake this lap, unfortunately, as Fortis is on alongside our race leader right now. Sends one down the inside into turn 4, easy as you like, and you've got to say that's maybe signed, sealed and delivered their race win for Fortis, as Flabbin has retired from this race in the pit lane. Unfortunate from Flabbin. I'm not too sure why they've retired. Maybe food has come, I don't know. Unfortunate. They were on for some points, maybe a top 10 finish if things had gone their way, but unfortunate for Flabbin, it is not that day. Back on board, we have RVK, who is within a second of Bilbo, but not within overtake. Not with overtake just yet. Tanadran still hovering at 1.1 behind Extreme Jag in his pursuit for the podium place. 4 seconds is the gap to Freddy, as Freddy is doing everything he can to hold on to the overtake with Fortis and have him pull him along and try and keep him ahead of the next two on the road and help him with that penalty that he has. 1.1 is now the gap. The old tyres are going to falter him a little bit, but work can be done. Tanadran now has overtake on Extreme Jag, and the fight is on for the final spot of the podium. Championship leader looking to minimise as much damage as possible. Fort is looking to make a charge as with late into the season. Some back-to-back podiums, I believe, for Fortis is certainly giving him a points charge. I don't know if he can actually catch the leader, though. As Beaksy makes a pit stop onto soft tyres, not believing them hards can take him the distance. Can he jump out in front of Spaceboy? That is the question. Spaceboy has also boxed off of his hard tyres and gone onto a fresh set of medium tyres. Not thinking he can get them tyres the distance. Maybe not wanting to be slow on them old tyres. Smart moves here, I think. 2-stop is the better strategy. Fresher tyres, quicker push. More time to push. I think you can gain the time back. Obviously, no safety cars. Hella surprising in this 100% race. Surely there would usually be a safety car by this point in time, as RVK is our closest driver right now, fighting for 5th place with Bilbo. Let's watch this battle between RVK and Bilbo. It is looking very spicy. Bilbo with a time penalty. RVK looking to maybe chase after a potential podium if he can make quick work here of Bilbo and then stretch his legs into the gap that he has. As Tanadran has still got overtake within Extreme Jag and is getting dangerously close. Let's jump on board as he looks to send one down the inside of turn number 4. Closes the door for any sort of switchback or send around the outside, and has claimed the podium's place and can now look to maybe chase after Freddy, who has fallen off of the back of Fortis. Fortis on the fresher tyres, stretching away now from Freddy. Freddy looking to maybe hold that gap that he has of 5 seconds with a 3-second time penalty to hold on to the podium place. Extreme Jag maybe looking to resend one down here, maybe into turn 11. Plenty of battery to use. Maybe too far back coming out of the turn number 10. Maybe he is looks to maybe hold this round now, claim the overtake, and maybe look to send a move back down into turn 1 and start the yo-yo all over again, as RVK still struggling to get by Bilbo on his 4-lap old hard tyres. Bilbo doing very well right now, considering. Let's avoid the penalties. Let's say he's not howling. He's doing very well up in 5th place right now. Closing that gap actually to the cars in front, with Extreme Jag and Tanadran fighting as much as they are. The 10-second gap has now closed down to 9.2. Can Bilbo and RVK work together to maybe close that gap and pull themselves back into a podium contention? Maybe so, maybe so. Extreme Jag has still got overtake, but is falling away from Tanadran. Tanadran seems to have the edge here over the Alpine on the alien hard tyres. Tanadran may be doing a better job at keeping us alive whilst being patient and allowing Extreme Jag to fight with the cars in front for as long as he was. As RVK and Bilbo have come together, we've caught in the tail end of that out of turn number 4. Unfortunate. I can't believe I've missed it. RVK needs to get his head down. Hope he's not got too much damage, if any damage. And maybe if he has got a clip of that, like, unfortunately, Bilbo might have a penalty coming his way. Who knows? Bilbo is now looking to utilise that gap to keep 5th place with that 3 seconds if he doesn't get an after the race steward penalty for the contact. We don't know because I missed it and I do apologise. Closest battle on the field, final spot for the podium, Tanadran and Extreme Jag. Everybody else with well, extreme levels of gap. Let's be honest. The field very spread around Bahrain, with only 13 runners left remaining. 4 people have retired from this race. Flabin, Max, Eloy and a Mighty Boy, unfortunate to be out of this race, as Extreme Jag maybe looking to cool the tyres, or maybe looking to I don't know what he was trying to do there, as the gap is kind of steady around 9 tenths to 1 second between Extreme Jag and Tanadran now. It's Tanadran looking like his gap to Freddy is also pretty stable. Freddy does have the 1 lap fresher tyres to Tanadran. That gap isn't actually coming down as much as they probably would like. Exactly, Fortis has made a statement tonight. Fortis has made a statement tonight. He is absolutely gassed the field. 2-stop strategy, proving the better strategy over the 1-stop strategy that our second down to 4th have chosen to go with. Fortis has also set the fastest lap time of a 1:36.73. Penalty wise, we are pretty much the same as we were on our last checkup on that front. Stop wise, looks like we've got Tanadran, just 3 cars on the 1 stop, Tanadran, Freddy and Extreme Jag. Tanadran is our biggest gainer at the moment. Freddy doing bits right now, Osman. He's doing bits right now. He's got a 3-second time penalty, but he's got a 5-second gap to Tanadran in front. With the fight in Extreme Jag and Tanadran are doing, it's kind of giving him a nice little buffer. Fortis up 6 as your second highest climber. F Saint up 5. And Nokia up 4, but unfortunate to have his contact with a back marker, which is set him back from his potential podium battle. Did Freddy get pole? I don't know. It was reverse championship order, so I can't remember. No, Freddy's started second. It's a line on his position gain. Extreme Jag started on pole. He's down 3. As I reckon at this point it is going to be worthwhile maybe keeping up the time penalties as Space Boy. Space Boy. He's pulling him. He's doing it me. P2 or something like that. Fortis is getting disqualified post race. Ooh, poor Fortis. That's unfortunate news for Fortis there. Take the win whilst you can on track. I had my moment in the spotlight when I raced around Madring after learning my lesson on the Friday. So it is pretty unfortunate, but pace has been unreal today from Fortis. Nobody has had an answer for him. Nobody's been able to get close. Tanadran has been stuck behind cars, so we wouldn't know if Tanadran would have the pace to really battle. However, you'd have to say on a 1-stop, you'd expected Tanadran to maybe have been ahead and Fortis have to overtake, but Fortis come out in P2 after his second stop. So yeah, Fortis's pace has been on another level today. It has been unreal from Fortis. Our closest battle still for the final spot of this podium. Tanadran holding firm against Extreme Jag. Extreme Jag with worse battery here than Tanadran. Tanadran doing absolute business on 70% to Extreme Jag's now 60. However, down this main straight, Tanadran has all the battery to burn all the battery to defend. Extreme Jag is going to really struggle to make a move. He's going to have to try and do something if he can get close enough under braking. Hello Yuri, how we doing, lad? Yeah, he's done a two-stop, Osman. He's done a two-stop, and he came out in second place after his second stop. Like, he's just had an unmeasurable pace over the field. He's done a very good job, but unfortunate. Maybe too good of a job. Maybe he should have sandbagged a little bit. As Extreme Jag is very close to the rear end here now of Tanadran, getting the battery management under control, getting very close to the rear end, looking to maybe size up a move here into the final corner, maybe as late as he dares to try and ensure that he has the overtake. Have there been many incidents, or have people been... It's been very chilled, Yuri, mate. No safety cars, a couple of contact, a few incidents of contact, I won't lie. Bilbo, RVK, a back marker, and Nokia, but he's it's been very clean, to say the least. It's very impressive. I'm very impressed by the cleanliness. I'd definitely say so. Yeah, Pat Mike, definitely one of the cleanest rays. As unfortunately Extreme Jag couldn't keep that gap close enough, as Beaksy has now gotten past Nokia, as Nokia has run wide down into turn 15, 16 I think. And now the gap is 2.9 as it goes from bad to worse for Nokia. He doesn't seem to be able to get hit altogether. Is that wing damage? Once again for Nokia. It is indeed. He's missing the right hand end plate of his car. It's going from bad to worse for Nokia as Beaksy has claimed his 8th place back. Can set his sights maybe. If there's a late safety car now, he'll need to maybe close that 17-second gap he has to James and RVK. As RVK is doing absolute work right now to close the gap back up to Bilbo. Bilbo now is 6 seconds worth of time penalties. You've got to think that's going to be a nice P5 there for RVK. Alrighty, 6 tenths is the gap. It doesn't look like, once again, Extreme Jag is close enough to make a move here on Tanadran. Let's bring the tyre life back up so people can get a bit of a view on that once again. Our one-stoppers are Freddy in P2, Tanadran P3, and Extreme Jag in P4. Everybody else on the grid has done a 2-stop or more, whether that be for damage or for strategy reasons. I got DNF'd at, I got an absolute horror show of a Canada race. I lasted like 30 laps. As F Saint has picked up another time penalty. A bit unfortunate there, as Extreme Jag is very close once again now to the rear end of Tanadran. 3.6 is the gap. No move going to be shaped up here from Extreme Jag, thinking better of it. Going to sit and wait and bide his time, maybe try and stick as close as he can through the S's, up through turn 15 and down into the final corner to shape up a move into turn number 1. 2 tenths is the gap. The closest he's been. A little battery burn here from Extreme Jag to keep that gap. Lovely stuff. 1.23 tenths is the gap. This is the closest he's been now. Every bit of battery is going to be needed here from Tanadran to hold position. If he can, it looks like he's got the battery to do so. Extreme Jag once again not going to be able to make up for it. Alrighty. Once again, no move could be shaped down into turn 4. Extreme Jag biding his time behind Tanadran. 9 laps to go in this race. No safety cars. Oh, as he does. What a dive bomb there. Dive bomb. You got your dive bomb, Ahmad, and it doesn't pay off. Tanadran very wise to the move there, and it does not stick, and another move will need to be shaped up from Extreme Jag, as Tanadran does very well to read the situation and the dive bomb that came to pull off the switchback and claim the podium space back. Exactly. And maybe you've got a call for more things, man. Call for a safety car. Spice up this race. Let's go. Obviously, don't purposely do a safety car, guys. That will be punishable. So don't get in trouble. I feel like harder wasn't the way to go. I feel like mediums would have been the strat to go. And as Extreme Jag is looking once again to shape up a move here into turn number 1 on Tanadran, burning the battery. Tanadran is going to hold the inside line, round the outside, late on the brakes. Goes Jag a little bit too far back to make the move stick. Tanadran doing very nicely in his defence of his podium place here. Spaceboy picks up another time penalty. I think that's 15 seconds now for Spaceboy. It is... oh, I've gone on the wrong one. Penalties. It is 15 seconds. 9 for Saint, 9 for Patek, 6 for Bilbo, 3 for Nokia, Beaksy and Freddy. He's doing a lovely job up in P2 right now, extending his gap even more so to Extreme Jag and Tanadran with the level of fighting that these two are doing for the final spot on this podium place. It's the only battle we have on field, so I mean, I hope you guys enjoy it. We won't miss anything if there is any action at all. It does look like that way. Freddy will be race winner if DSQ does take place. Unless Tanadran and Extreme Jag have anything to say with it, with some extra pace out of nowhere, or a late safety car. Still 7 laps to go in this race. Plenty of time for a safety car. I think it's up to lap 54. We can have a safety car, and then it's game on to the very end then. As once again, no move doing there for Extreme Jag. Frustration must be surely setting in now. Stuck behind the likes of the Papaya car for many of laps ever since the lapped car, and well, he kind of had a gap. He kind of fell behind. He fell off a little bit with that gap. He had a lovely 2-second gap to Tanadran. Tanadran did well to close that gap, make the move, and then has since then defended gracefully and with such precision that he's been unpassable. And every time he has been passed, it's been a switchback lined up and made. As Extreme Jag maybe looking to send one down the inside, he goes round the outside of turn 11. What a move there from Extreme Jag. Sells Tanadran the dummy and defends him on the inside. A tighter line for Tanadran, and swooping round the outside goes Extreme Jag. What a send there. Lovely move from Jag, as Tanadran is now going to have to look to link onto the back of Extreme Jag. But has Extreme Jag burnt too much of his battery in his defence here? Can Tanadran make a move back? 50% battery for Tanadran. Battery is swinging his way. All of the battery must be burnt here for Jag to ensure that he doesn't lose his place and get more frustration by being stuck behind the Papaya car. But the podium is currently his, as Tanadran is looking once again to make a move. Defensive move thrown there from Jag. Takes the racing line once again. Inside line for Tanadran. Squeeze onto the curb. Side by side. Going through into turn number 5. Still they go side by side. Extreme Jag holding firm, as a switchback move there from Tanadran. Down into the hairpin. No send doing there for Extreme Jag? What is that camera? Thank you very much, game. As looking maybe now into turn 10, round the outside goes Extreme Jag, side by side once again, early on the power. Who has the foot down? Oh, slight contact there between the two cars, and some unfortunate contact with the contact model. Side by side now into turn 11, another sweep around the outside from Extreme Jag to reclaim third place. This podium battle is getting very spicy. Do not go anywhere, guys. It is all to play for, as Tanadran now looking to maybe make a move back down into the final corner. Extreme Jag holding on firm. 40% battery for the Alpine, 79 for Tanadran. A move is going to be certainly shown and thrown here by Tanadran. Early as you'd like, early off the battery, but here comes Extreme Jag. Later use of his battery to reclaim the place. And Tanadran once again having to find another move to reclaim that podium place away from the Alpine of Extreme Jag. As around the outside he goes. A little bit of a shake and a shimmy from the for McLaren, sorry, to make that move around the outside into turn 4. Still he makes that move stick into turn 5s and 6, trying to stick it around the outside, the Alpine, but unfortunately having to sit back and now sit behind the McLaren. Ascend into the hairpin. Once again, the camera angles on this game are awful. As another send maybe down into turn 10, and the inside line now for Extreme Jag. Round the outside for Tanadran. Can he make that move stick? He does indeed. What a lovely battle we are getting here. Bilbo has now been brought into this fight. I have not actually paid any attention to that. Oh my god. Here we go. Fort is running away with it, Infinity. It is signed, sealed and delivered. He has won this race, but the final spot for the podium is now getting spicy as Bilbo has been brought into the fray with the sheer number of battling that has been going on between Extreme Jag and Tanadran. 11-second gap now to second place. What was once 5 seconds due to sheer amount of battling has now grown to 11 seconds, and any chance of any higher is not on the cards here as we are entering lap 54. Tanadran once again shaping a move, nothing saying in turn 1, is looking to maybe make a send now down into turn number 4 as we have a yellow flag at the back here. Spaceboy has lost his end plate and is going very slowly at the back and is causing a yellow flag. I'm not entirely sure what's happened here. Hopefully it's nothing too serious as we go back to the fight for the finals podium spot. RVK now sitting 2.2 behind. Any more fighting between these cars are going to bring RVK into the mix, and with fresher tyres and no penalty, RVK could be loving life and maybe getting a podium if the battling continues. Extreme Jag finding some time here on a little bit in the middle sector, but Tanadran through the S's has reclaimed that time. Half a second between the third down to fifth. You could throw a blanket on these lads and it would fit, as some commentators would say or something, I don't know. As Tanadran down into turn number 1 is coming off the battery fairly early and is going to sit behind. Nothing doing this lap, no trouble there for Extreme Jag. Can hold firm and look to maybe defend here now as Tanadran makes a lovely send through turn number 3 and up to 4 and gets past Extreme Jag. Nothing that Extreme Jag could really do there. I'm assuming battery was fairly low for the Alpine man, or yo-yo racing as it is commonly referred to now in the sport. 1.8 the gap to RVK, battling, proceeding, and is giving RVK a chance to pull himself within this podium fight. Tanadran now looking to maybe try and stretch away as much as possible from Extreme Jag, who has also got Bilbo for company, but with Bilbo having 6 seconds of time penalties, unfortunately, no podium fight is going to be on the cards for Bilbo today. However, a nice top 6 finish on the cards is still very tasty indeed. But it doesn't stop Bilbo from getting in the mix, as Jag is looking to send one down the inside, but thinks better of it into the final corner on Tanadran, and is going to now line up a move into turn number 1. Plenty of battery usage. Tanadran is going to try and break the toe a little bit down into turn number 1. Nothing that Extreme Jag can do. RVK has almost joined the party, 1.5. Those medium tyres are worn, but they're better than these worn hard tyres by the looks of things. All of a sudden, we had 2 cars on track battling for 10 to 12 laps, to now we have 3, almost 4. Can any more spice happen? Let's hope. 2 laps to go in this race. Podium, final spot of the podium, all to play for. Tanadran, your championship leader, trying to hold on for dear life. Extreme Jag trying to claim his maiden race podium, I believe. No, is that right? Let's have a look at the position changes. Tell me. No, it isn't. He is a full-time driver. So a lovely, maybe first-time podium for Division 2 for Extreme Jag, as he's looking to send one down the inside of Tanadran, down into turn 15. It's now a drag race to the line. We'll get rid of that menu, as Tanadran is the car ahead, as battery games are being played onto this final lap. Do not cause too much carnage here, boys, as a 4-way fight now is on. RVK is in the race, as Bilbo is all over the place here, trying to find some space. Extreme Jag down the inside. Bilbo to the inside. What a send from Bilbo. Shoves Extreme Jag off of the circuit there, giving Tanadran a bit of breathing room here, down into the run into turn 4. RVK is into the party, as a big send there from Extreme Jag. Late on the brakes and not really the send too far back to really be trying to claim anything. A bit of a, maybe a lost head after the Bilbo send. I don't know, as he's going to send one down the inside on Bilbo into the hairpin. And RVK is going to get crossed up on the back end of the Alpine and Haas drivers, and unfortunately lose time and touch to the cars in front. As Bilbo and Extreme Jag going to go side by side now through the hairpin and down through the race into turn 11. The Alpine is going to have that sign sealed and delivered done, as Tanadran has pulled a gap of 8 tenths. Bilbo back up the inside. It looks like it's getting very frosty between the Extreme Jag and Bilbo right now. Bilbo getting his elbows out. Last lap, lost heads, I'd like to say Infinity. I am not too sure. Bilbo is going to finish P4, as Fortis is going to win this race, as Freddy is going to claim 2nd place. Tanadran to the line up to 3rd. Extreme Jag up to 4th. RVK 5th. Bilbo 6th. What are these racing standards I have just seen? I have no idea. I am going to do this early because it is a 100% race, and there has been some absolute mentalness going on. So I do apologise for any of those that are still racing right now, but we are going to get this in early. Go to last lap. It is the last lap. It is done. The last lap is already done, my friend. We are on the the cooldown lap. There's 1 or 2 people, and there's so many incidents. I need to make sure it is all caught. Oh my god. That's a bit unfortunate there, RVK, mate. You You got crossed up on the back end of the Haas and I can't remember the other, Alpine. It was a bit unfortunate. Mads, make sure you make a clip of that and send it in. I caught the very tail end of that. I didn't really get much of a chance to see it. It was very unfortunate. I saw you go flying off the circuit though. Bilbo with the raid. GG's. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. As Fortis claims the honours on a lot of things there, let us get back to the race director, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so there is a lot to go through, and I need to make sure it is all seen. I've got 15 seconds. GG's. I just got to the end of the race director then. See, this is why I wanted to do it preemptively, Infinity, mate, because, like, just trying to get through that, yeah, it's got to be readable. I can't just, like, skim and fly through it in the list. But GG's Fortis on an absolute dominant win. I'll see you as a full-time driver in Split 1. Because I think that's where you're going to be heading with that pace you've shown tonight, my friend. You were untouchable. Oh my god. 4 attempts difference and you were second on your average lap time. That is huge. His second stop was under a VSC bad. Oh, well, oh, right. That makes a lot more sense. I didn't know it was a VSC. I did. See, the game needs to give you these pings. I had the track map up and there was nothing on there because it doesn't show. That's mental. But what a race, guys. What a race. I mean, the field got very spread out, but we still had some battles to entertain ourselves with. Some absolute madness. I mean, it's not all over yet, Bilbo. You never know. Like, there's some contact, some choice sends there towards the end. Some people might get penalties, who knows. Anything can happen. I mean, the way it finished last week compared to the actual final standings was very different. So, who actually knows, my friend? Who knows? However, what a race this has been. GG's to Fortis for a demanding win, but I do believe with the calls from some of the stewards and admins, it looks like he is going to be moving up on to split number 1, and his win will be disqualified. So that will give Freddie a maiden. I can't say the word. Maiden. There we go. Maiden race victory in TTYB. Jesus Christ, that is absolutely shoddy, Paul. Well done. What can I say? I bottled it by losing control, trying to overtake. It was unfortunate, RVK, mate. It was unfortunate. It was if you got very close towards the end as well. But unfortunately, once I do apologise, guys, but I cannot do any. Actually, I do have him as a friend. Is Freddie in the chat? You in the chat, Freddie? Is Freddie in the chat? I was gonna say he's on Xbox. I can actually do a race interview with the potential race winner, essentially, because obviously the DSQ for Fort is moving on up. I do have that setting turned on, but it just doesn't seem to pick anybody up on Xbox. I'm not entirely sure why. I wish I'd gone 2 laps down on fuel. I saved that much pretty much in the first stint. Yeah, it's such a lift and coast heavy circuit. Like you can You can save loads, yep. And saving behind battling as well, yep. Waiting for it all to go. Unfortunately, you kind of got caught up in it towards the end there, didn't you, RVK man? It was a little bit unfortunate. I thought you were going to be on for a bit of a late charge for a potential podium, but the battle in between Bilbo and was it El? No, it wasn't Eloy. What was his name? Yeah, I can't remember. But the Alpine car, you and the Alpine, unfortunately, lost you a bit of time and allowed Tanajan just to have enough of a gap to keep it alive. That's insane. I suppose though, like the mediums you slide a little bit more with around Bahrain because obviously you've just not got they're like exactly the same as the softs, but they're just worse. It's like if you had the Tesco's the Marks and Spencer branded alcohol versus the Lidl branded alcohol. Something like that. Anyway, it has been an absolute pleasure and an absolute joy to commentate once again for Split 2 TTYB or Div 2, whichever way you want to play it. I think I write Div 2 and I always say Split 2 at the end. Funny stuff. But it has been an absolute fun time and I hope you guys have all enjoyed your time as well. Thank you guys for joining and hopefully you can tune in next Friday for Div 1 race. I do believe it's Monza. And then on the Sunday, it will also be Div 2 Monza. So do stay tuned. Put it in your calendars. Sign up if you can and you want to race. Make sure you read the rule book before you do. But anyway, that's going to be me tonight, guys. I've been Highwire. This has been Throttle to Your Bottle. Good night.